Welcome back to today's Morning Report analysis videos on Tuesday 27th of September with me, Rich Perry, market analyst at Handset Markets, looking at Eurodollar now. And we've seen now 4 strong candles in a row actually. Yesterday's candle was sort of closing just under sort of the high of the day. But still a positive candle nonetheless. But it's interesting because we're now into this band of resistance I've been talking about through September. Every time you get sort of anywhere near sort of 1260, 1270, 1280, it seems as though that the bears sort of start to regain a bit of control again, and this sort of ranging phase that we've got on Eurodollar continues. Now, we've got the sequence of lower highs, which actually is linked by this downtrend, and this downtrend actually is pretty strong now. Touched on several occasions with these lower highs. The last lower high, 1283, didn't actually hit the downtrend, but 1325 did. So that is obviously your key resistance near term, and also the September high. But interesting that yesterday's high actually hit the downtrend pretty much to the pip. 1281 was the downtrend I've got on my chart here. 1278, 1283. So you basically say around 1285 really the resistance. So it is interesting that we're seeing this sort of market that's just fell away slightly, and you've got the sort of retracement slightly today on the marginally stronger dollar. But you look at these momentum indicators, you think, well, there's nothing still really doing on this. RSI just sort of creeping above 50. MACD lines basically flat. Stochastics, yes, they're rising, but again, nothing really screams out to me that this is going to be sort of bursting higher. I think you've still got to continue to play this range. So, I mean, you'd argue if you sort of zoomed in to this section here, which on the hourly chart I'll show you anyway, but you're basically trading within a range, 1120 up towards sort of that high at 1360. Sorry, 1325. So sort of 200 ticks really of range. And you're not a million miles off the resistance again, hitting that in yesterday's high. So falling away today, continuation of the range, this near-term range that we're in. Here we go. Here you can see this range, and once more the resistance coming in and just falling away again. Just watch out for the RSI, I think, and the hourly MACD lines, because RSI has fallen back under 50. RSI and also the MACD lines sort of moving back towards neutral. Now, if you see the RSI below sort of 40 especially, I think that would be a negative. MACD lines below neutral. You've got these supports that are still intact actually, despite the fact that we've just dropped away in the last sort of few hours. 1220 comes in as the support. That is just above this pivot line, and I said yesterday it's sort of a bit of a rough pivot line between sort of 1180, 1190 towards 12 figure. You could even argue it sort of goes up towards 12 figure, 1210 area. So it's a bit of a sort of a sort of a ranging pivot really. You've got a pivot range of sort of maybe 20 or 30 ticks, whereby the market seems to be coming back to on a consistent basis through this sort of range over the last sort of month or so. So the market is still pretty much neutral, I would say, and still that sort of 12 big figure area is attracting prices. So you need to bear that in mind when the market sort of moves towards the extremes of the range, because I don't really see this as any sort of move that's going to be breaking out to the upside. But I wish you good luck in your trading on Euro today, and I will speak to you later. Thank you.